theme of this conference is the sustainable approaches to develop the food processing technologies in our country. So I will be trying to cover my own thoughts and convictions regarding approaches, sustainable approaches for the development of food industry. But when we examine the present scenario and also the position of food production and processing in our country, two conflicting situations arise. I would call them as right side and dark side. On the bright side, there are so many superlatives. In the United States, superlatives in food production. It is the third largest producer of food commodities, 601 million tons in the world after China, 56 million tons, and USA 608 million tons. It tops in milk production in the world. It has not cost 121 million tons, and it is not heading towards 127 million tons. Maybe by the end of this year. It also ranks first in food production, 74.27 million tons, which is 12.5% of the world production. And second largest producer of vegetables, 146 million tons, which is 14% of the world production. India is also the largest producer in pulse production, around 17 million tons, and tea production. It is also the largest producer of buffalo meat and the fifth largest producer of eggs in the country. It is the largest producer of meats, resulting in nutrients, and it produces 40% of total production of meats in the world. India is the largest producer, consumer, and exporter of spices and condiments. Produces 5.25 million tons of spices. Now, on the bright side, Government of India has also taken several supportive measures which go in favor of developing food processing industry in our country. 100% of the food processing sector provided routes. Planning Commission has allocated 250 crores, rupees 250 crores for the National Mission on Food Processing. We have established the National Mission on Food Processing. For the year 2012, they have allocated 250 crores exclusively. Prior to this, the plan outlined by the concerned Ministry for Food Processing Industry during the 25-year plan was around rupees 4,031 crores. That was going to be a big win for most of the food and agro processing industries, except for a few such as beer and wines. No industrial license is required. Export processing zones and free trade zones have been established by the government. Most of the items can be easily imported and exported, which will encourage the healthy trade. 2012-13 budget, Government of India has reduced excise duty to 6% for processed foods. There are various processed food items for which excise duty has been exempted completely. Government of India gives tax incentives for setting new manufacturing plants, such as 100% reduction on taxes for the initial 5 years, and for the next 5 years, tax 25% reduction for most of the food processing companies. Government provides tax holidays for companies involved in meat, poultry, and milling products processing. Now, we come to the other side, and that is the high auditors. Because we have to pause a little highest milk production we have, but at what cost? The present level of milk production can be sustained by one-third population of complete milk animals, with productivity enhanced 3 times, thus reducing the liability of feeding huge number of livestock, thereby sparing the land for food crops and for food grains for human consumption. So we can have the same amount of milk from one-third of milk animals, provided we enhance the productivity. The productivity of milk animals in India is appallingly low, very low. 2 liters and 4 liters of 5 liters, respectively for 1,000 people, which is very, very low. The prevalence of a common disease, known as mastitis, all of you know. You know what has it done? Mastitis in our country is causing enormous economic losses, which have increased around 115-folds in the last 5 decades. And presently, the loss due to the mastitis is to the tune of rupees 7,165 crores per annum, which leads our concerned efforts to control this disease without much delay. This is the latest figure given by the National Dairy Research Institute, Karnal. Similar is the case of all agricultural crops that we rank amongst the lowest in the world. The productivity is quite significant gains accrued in the last 4 decades. So, very green revolution, second green revolution is in the offing, is this is in the pipeline. In a controllable geography, China has 3/4 of our area under rice, but produces nearly 60% more rice than us. This in terms of productivity is more than double that of us. Now, the second part emphasizes farmers see how much we consumer pays price for processed foods, including meat and everything. But at what time does the farmer get? So why should farmer produce better, more and more? Very, very simple. Reduction in the cost of production of processed foods and judicious cuts in accrued profits, particularly in fruits and vegetables, invite our focus attention. Whereas 75 to 78% of the price paid by the consumer, this is for milk. See, we pay rupees 37 for the farmer formula, and the farmer gets rupees 29. So it comes to around 75 to 78%. But, and also 60 to 80% price paid by the consumer goes to farmer for food grains. But the share of the farmer in the case of fruits and vegetables does not go beyond 25%. In certain cases, it is as low as 10 to 15%. This needs very definite changing of the food processors' mindset in terms of quantum of profits on one hand and reduction of the processing cost on the other. Third is emphasis on processing and value addition, whether it's a choice or mandate. India is among the largest producers of various agricultural, dairy, and horticultural commodities. However, the level of processing of these commodities in India is extremely low as compared to that of other nations such as USA, is around 67%, Philippines 78%, China and Brazil. To give an example, level of food processing in various sectors in India, as it is straight is fruits and vegetables 2.2%. Fruits and vegetables are processed in our country. Poultry only 6%. Dairy products 26%. Buffalo meat mean the organized sector, and also unorganized sector. The share of India in global processed food trade is around 1.5% as recorded, but now it is steadily rising up. I think it is now pushing 2% or so. Which has increased India's possible potential. Due to the lack of proper processing facilities, a huge amount of food is wasted in India. Different figures have come to light. Only it used to be 50,000 tons per annum. Huge amount is lost every year due to spoiling of fruits and vegetables. Vegetables contain a big amount of 37,000 crores per annum. And now it is recorded as 25,000, which is 25,000 crores per annum are lost every year due to spoilage. According to estimates, on record it is still existing at 35,000, which is 25,000 crores. To reduce the wastage government of India has been taking various initiatives. And for the year 2015, Government of India has established a target to increase the processing level to 15%. The major sectors in food processing industry in India are food grain milling, dairy products, fruits and vegetables processing, milk and protein processing, marine produce products processing, alcoholic beverages, and related water. It is estimated that the market size of Indian food processing sector around rupees 3,620 billion in 2008, which grew by over 32% during 2008 to 2011, and it has reached 4,811 billion. Look at this size. This growth trajectory is likely to be continued in days to come. And for the time period 2008 to 2022, the market revenues are expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of around 11%. This will make the market revenues to reach around 15,638 billion by 2022. So we are progressing very fast, developing very fast. We are making strides of progress in food processing. The prevention of enormous losses of perishable food commodities can be sustainably brought about by encouraging organized mass value addition and processing using appropriate skills and technologies now available. Coupled with the development of adequate infrastructure at the farm level, including post-harvest care, regulated transport, cold chain throughout the supply flow up to the hands of consumer. The two conflicting situations therefore need to be tackled collectively by our food processing industry. Now, as I said, the sustainable approaches for the food processing industry in our country. I have been trying to prepare a few sustainable approaches which can certainly make the growth sustainable. India produces 90.23 million tons of native sugar. Most of this wheat is suitable for production of bread and bakery products. First, start taking up bakery industry. Bakery industry is very well known all over the world. Bakery industry of India. The entire bakery industry is estimated to be worth rupees 18,293 crores, of which biscuit industry is estimated to be rupees 10,500 crores, which is around 57% of bakery industry in our country. Growing at the rate of 18% per annum. Biscuit industry is the shining star of the baking industry in our country. It is surprising to note that it is really surprising, amazing to note that around 55% of biscuits produced in our country are consumed by the rural sector. Biscuit is not sector and 1.5 million tons in unorganized sector. The transition in the production of bakery products from unorganized sector to organized sector is a challenging Herculean task. But in the interest of safety and overall uniformity of quality, the organized sector needs much more encouragement. Future prospects. Enhancement of nutrition value by a corporation of millets. India is the largest producer of millets in the world. Is a potent recommendation which can be taken up for implementation on a priority basis. When we talk of the millets, I refer to data particularly. You see, I will not discuss this today. That you will know what can you find out from the literature. You just compare wheat and all millet. 11.8% in terms of protein. All millet 11.6. Fat 2%, all millet 4.8%. Fish 1.6, 2.2. Food fiber 2 to 3, almost the same. Carbohydrates 1767, energy 348, 663, almost the same. Calcium, wheat 30, and all millet 42. Look at the iron figure, 315 and below. And then, of course, what is the living vitamins? So, what I need to say, why not? We should encourage the incorporation of these millets in our bakery industry, particularly the biscuit manufacture. It will need certain developed technologies, but we will have to work hard for that. Now, the second area which I have taken was sustainable approaches. Meat and dairy product sector. The latest figure is given by Mr. Gulati, Chairman of the Cost and Prices in the Ethical Cost and Prices Commission Government of India, has now risen to 529 million. The livestock figure. It is bigger livestock sector. It is bigger than food grain sector. It is bigger than food grain sector. Therefore, contribution of livestock can make India a meat hub of the world. Most of the meat and dairy products come from unorganized sector. This, I can say it is partly unfortunate. But I'm not speaking against unorganized sector. With meat processing at home, thus resulting in high spending on these products, there is a growing awareness and preference among consumers for tertiary products, especially in urban households, driven by the need of convenience. Therefore, meat and tertiary products need considerable promotion in the food industry. The Prime Minister calls for a pink revolution. Our former Minister for Food Processing Industry Government of India, Mr. Subodh Kansal, he used to say, no, we have already started. He was going to formally launch pink revolution. We know we had pink revolution, second pink revolution is in the pipeline. We have white revolution, Dr. Pani's white revolution. We have yellow revolution, oil season of food process. We have blue revolution for fisheries, and now we want pink revolution for meat. With the setting up of a national meat and poultry processing board by Government of India, the meat and poultry processing industry now plays an important role in the food processing industry. The second is food packaging techniques. These are very definable. They are having a lot of potential in a lot of food. Packaging has now become active and intelligent. There are two types of packaging: active packaging and intelligent packaging. These are the two technical terms. oxygen is given use, carbon dioxide scavengers and emitters, moisture control agents, and antimicrobial packaging technologies. Intelligent packaging systems refer to medical recognition of packaged foods, to packaged foods, to provide information regarding the quality of the packaged food during transport and storage. Modified atmospheric packaging, of course, it has been commercialized a lot, but a lot more to be done. Next sector which I have chosen is the oil and oilseed sector. Consumer demand something industry is not able to cope with the demand. In oil and oilseed sector, the consumer trend is now for bringing demands. In quest of food, DHA, water fertilizers is the driver. Refined oil accounts for more than 60% of consumption, with filtered oil taking up the rest. Blended edible oil as a manufacturer is preferential one for health reasons in general. No pressed edible oil, blended edible oil are available in the market. Then there is therefore good scope for players to bring out new brands of blended edible oil. Then certain emerging trends will take care of that become relevant. Our food processing industry will be obsolete. Convenient, especially high-value processed products seeking to protect relatively food products, particularly meat, horticultural products, meat and milk products, seafoods. Beverages industry, food systems, have drinks, wines, and beers. Adoption of physical technology, adoption and application of nanotechnology and biotechnology, and promotion of export-oriented processed foods. A little about the convenient, tertiary processed products. With a new trend in the pace of food consumption, tertiary processed products which can substitute the home-based processing, such as soups, ready-to-eat meals, snacks, and other traditional Indian dishes, have come in great demand. There is therefore high potential for growth of this sector in Indian food industry. Beverages industry, in the beverage category, as much as 86% consumer spends is of tertiary products. In this sector also, changing consumer trends and rising emphasis on health have fueled the growth of key categories such as fruit juices, bottled water, health drinks, and of course wine. Any approach in the direction of developing different juices, wines, and other soft drinks shall go a long way to boost the food processing industry in our country. Adoption of freezing also, low temperature technologies, adoption of freezing technology for a wide variety of fruits and vegetables, fresh fruits and vegetables, whole as well as packed, available in the country, and the development of necessary infrastructure for this sector are developed lending sustainable approaches. This technology for value addition can make all the perishable food products, particularly fruits and vegetables, meat and poultry and marine products, pre-cooked food delicacies, and ready-to-eat foods with viable, sustainable technology. Such frozen foods can be exported from India to meet the ever-increasing global demand. There is a great demand and it is increasing. These perishable frozen foods can also include prawns, ice creams, frozen salads, and desserts, ethnic food delicacies like frozen samosas and frozen parathas. Application of nanotechnology and biotechnology in food processing beyond food packaging. The use of manufacturing. Similarly, the use of probiotics, prebiotics, and symbiotics has been in selected areas with milk-based byproducts as bases. You have to see, it is a big example. The base is milk or its byproduct, whey or whatever. There is good scope for using foods other than milk as base. So probiotics manufactured using new techniques such as microencapsulation. It will be a breakthrough if probiotics are incorporated in bakery foods. Breakthrough because baking foods are subjected to very high temperature, very high temperature. So what will happen to probiotics? For that, we need some corporate research. And that is the microencapsulation, or we can incorporate it even in the baking material. It will be a breakthrough if probiotics are incorporated in baking foods such as biscuits or emulsion by all, including different segments such as children, youngsters, and old people, and in both urban as well as rural areas. Because biscuits are not their presence in rural areas also for consumption. Promotion of export-oriented processed foods. The export of processed food is mainly driven by the demand items such as mango pulp, pickles, dried and preserved vegetables, buffalo meat, toasted oats, shrimps, basmati rice. One more glaring example is cited here, and that is guar. When it is given, the price of guar has gone up from rupees 3,000 per kg to rupees 30,000. It is so. This is the figure given by the Agricultural Cost and Prices Commission. Then there are functional foods. When I traveled in the plane yesterday, I came across the term superfoods that is to be different people, different foods represent different names. So there is diversity in our demand as well as processing, and it is a need of our industry to make up these demands. Ladies and gentlemen, the processing industry, as I said earlier, it has come of age. It is no more in childhood days. It has now come to the current age. And we are having competitors all over the world. Our economy is such that we demand processed foods as producers, largest producers of so many commodities. But if we are laying behind on this front, that means the value addition and processing, we will be marring our agricultural economy, and India is an agricultural country. And if we do so, we will certainly beat even the developed nations. Even the developed nations, that is, as we know, the United States. And we will certainly beat down China. So, the food processing sector demands a review. Meeting up the demands, we have to incorporate, we have to introduce several, like ministers to several other products into the mainstream of food manufacture. And I'm sure India will be a processed food down in the world, not after many years, maybe very shortly. With this for Ministry of Food, I thank you very much for listening to me.